My husband made me apologize to the woman who destroyed our wedding. Me, 23F, and my now husband Josh, 26M, had our wedding last week. At first, everything was absolutely perfect. I got married to my high school sweetheart and was over the moon. It felt like my fairy tale came true. I genuinely felt like a princess in my dress. Josh and I have been together for 6 years, and seeing him tear up when I walked down the aisle made all the stress of wedding planning worth it. While I'm taking photos with my bridesmaids, I noticed Josh's cousin Nicole with a girl I'd never seen before. Nicole introduces her as Sarah, a friend from college. Sarah seems quiet and a bit standoffish, but she gives me a polite smile and says congratulations. Something felt off about her energy, but I chalked it up to wedding day nerves making me overthink everything. We finish our photos and head inside to touch up makeup and chat before the ceremony. I'm feeling so grateful and excited surrounded by my girls when Nicole pops in with Sarah again. Sarah makes some comment about how extra everything looks, gesturing at the decorations we spent months planning. My maid of honor gives me a look, but I just laugh it off because I want everything to stay positive. The ceremony itself was absolutely magical. Josh's vows had me crying happy tears, and when we kissed as husband and wife, I swear time stopped. Everyone was cheering and throwing flower petals. It was everything I'd dreamed of. During cocktail hour, I'm making my way to the food table to grab a plate for my mom when I bump into Sarah again. She's clearly had quite a few drinks by this point, swaying slightly and speaking way too loudly. She starts complaining about how crowded and hot the venue is, then suddenly looks me up and down and says, "I'm honestly surprised Josh settled for someone like you. I mean, he could have done so much better." The words hit me like a slap. I forced a laugh and said something about being lucky to have him, but inside I was reeling. Who says that to a bride on her wedding day? I tried to shake it off and started drinking to calm my nerves. Soon I was having a blast dancing with Josh and all our friends. The band was amazing. Everyone was laughing and having the time of their lives. Then we heard this massive crash from across the room. Everyone rushed over to see what happened, and my heart just sank. Sarah was on the ground, absolutely sobbing, surrounded by the ruins of my beautiful 3-tier wedding cake. The elegant white fondant and sugar flowers we'd spent a fortune on were completely destroyed, smeared across the floor. She'd also somehow managed to tear down some of the centerpiece decorations in her fall. I was trying to process what I was seeing when Sarah started screaming at me through her tears. "This is all wrong. He doesn't love you," she kept yelling. I was drunk and confused and hurt, so I started yelling back, demanding Josh kick her out immediately. But Josh hesitated. He actually said she should be allowed to stay because she's Nicole's friend and clearly going through something. I couldn't believe he was prioritizing this stranger's feelings over mine on our wedding day. It took both him and Nicole physically escorting Sarah out while she continued sobbing and shouting. When Josh came back inside, he was furious with me instead of apologizing. He completely ignored me for the rest of the reception, leaving me to smile and pretend everything was fine while our guests awkwardly tried to enjoy themselves around the destroyed cake. The next morning, instead of talking about our amazing first day as married couples, Josh lectured me about being cruel to Sarah and demanded I apologize to her. When I refused, he slept on the couch. Now he keeps dismissing my feelings, saying I'm being overdramatic about one small incident. I've never met this woman before in my life, and I have no idea why she targeted me like that. What hurts most is that my husband doesn't have my back. Every time I think about our wedding, all I can picture is that destroyed cake and her screaming face. I just feel so alone right now.